Welcome my dear students, welcome to our channel Multimedia of Science. Now I am here with you to discuss that of the chapter Atomic Structure from the chemistry. It will be more helpful for that of the NEET students. Okay, let's start. So I am here with you to discuss some important points only. So go through the chapter and then for the revision you would must watch my video and it will help for you. So first I am discussing about some persons who discover the electron, proton, charge and charge by mass ratio. Okay. So first is about electron. The electron is discovered by that of the J.J. Thomson. Then proton is discovered by Goldstein. The third one is about the charge of the electron. The charge of electron discovered by the R.A. Millikan. Charge of electron discovered by R.A. Millikan. Next is about the charge by mass ratio. The charge by mass ratio is discovered by, the electron discovered by J.J. Thomson. The same person discovered the charge by mass ratio. It is also by J.J. Thomson. Next is about the neutron. The neutron discovered by James Chadwick. James Chadwick. Okay, here these are some important personalities which is discussed in this chapter. Next is about some important equations. Okay, which is covered through this chapter. The first equation is E equal to, that is energy. E equal to energy minus 13.6 into Z square by N square. Here, what is about E? I am already tell it is energy. Then, what is about Z? Z is the atomic number. Then, what is N? Number of shell which it is occupied. Number of shell. So, E is equal to minus 13.6 into Z square by N square is the equation for the energy. Next is about, energy. But another equation for energy is Hc by lambda. E is equal to Hc by lambda. Here, what is H? H is the Planck's constant. Planck's constant. Then C. What is C? The velocity of the light is C. Lambda is the wavelength. Here you want to memorize the constant value for this H and C. Okay. So C. What is the value? 3 into 10 raised to 8. What is the value of H? Planck's constant 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34. Clear? Next equation is for the wavelength lambda. It is in term of kinetic energy and it is in term of the charge. There are two equations for the wavelength. The first equation in the term of kinetic energy is lambda is equal to h divided by root of 2 mke. Clear? Lambda is equal to h divided by root of 2 mke. Here this is representing the kinetic energy. H, Planck's constant, the same value. Lambda is the wavelength. Clear? If it is discussed in the term of the charge, then the equation will be different. What is that equation? Okay, just look. Lambda is equal to h by root of 2mqb. Okay, so here q is the charge. Lambda is equal to h by root of 2mqb. Here q is the charge. These are the two equations for the wavelength lambda. Next is about the important concept or important thing in this chapter, that is magnetic moment. Okay, which is repeatedly asked in that of the NEET. Magnetic moment. Magnetic moment. This magnetic moment can be calculated by a simple equation, and that equation is root of n into n plus 2. Okay, root of n into n plus 2. It is very important. Root of n into n plus 2. Here, what is the n? Yeah, it is number of unpaired electrons. Number of unpaired electrons. For example, yes, if the question is like this, you want to find out the magnetic moment of Mn2 plus. So find the magnetic moment for Mn2 plus. It is the question. Then how will you do? Yeah. First, you want to mention about the electronic configuration of this manganese. Atomic number is what? Yeah, 25. So manganese, atomic number 25. Then write its electronic configuration first. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. So 10, 10, 20, then 5. So 3d 5. Clear? Then what happens? Yeah, 2 electrons are going. Okay, miss from this. So the last electron should be considered. So what? Yeah, 4s2. The electrons will be removed from that of the 4s, not from that of the 3d. Okay, it should be memorized. In the case of all of these in D block elements, the removal of electron first happen from 4s subshell. Then only it will be taken from that of the 3d. Clear? So 4s0 3d5. Then what is about the unpaired electrons? Number of unpaired electrons. Yeah, number of unpaired electrons is equal to 5. Okay. The D subshell is representing like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2. This 5 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So unpaired electrons number 5. So what is their magnetic moment? Magnetic moment equal to root of 5 into 5 plus 2. So root of 7 into 5, 35. Okay, root 35 is the answer for the magnetic moment of manganese 2 plus. Okay, then next is about the angular momentum. Now we discussed about the magnetic momentum. Next is about the equation for angular momentum. Please watch. Angular moment. Equation for this is root of L into L plus 1 h by 2 pi. Clear? Root of L into L plus 1 h by 2 pi. Next is about the frequency. Equation for finding frequency. Okay, in the last year The questions are always coming from that of the repeatedly asked from this chapter through the frequency. So equation for finding frequency should be memorized. Rydberg constant, that is RH, into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square into z square. Clear? Then another equation for that of the energy is in the terms of the wavelength in angstrom. It is easier for finding in some question, in some big problems. There is no so many time will be happen for that of the calculating the answer. So to avoid that, we can find the wavelength in angstrom in the energy term. So lambda in angstrom is equal to 12,400 divided by the energy in electron volt. Clear? Just reverse it to find the energy. So what is about the energy? Yeah, energy equal to 12,400 divided by the wavelength in angstrom, divided by wavelength in angstrom. Equation for finding what? Energy. Clear? Yes. The next is about the radius of nth orbital can be found by the equation. The radius of nth orbital is equal to a0. A0, what is the value of A0? It is a constant. So its value is 52.9 picometer in picometer. Clear? So please memorize. It is in term of picometer. Here I am discussed about in angstrom. So R1 is equal to radius of nth orbital is equal to A0 into what? N square. Clear? Then next is about the angular node and radial node. Okay. Next we are discussing about the angular node, radial node. Simplify this concept. That is our aim. So the another name for, so we can memorize it by looking such a table. So angular node. What is the another name for this angular node? That is the first point. Yeah, another name for angular node is planar node. Planar node. Okay. Then what is the another name for the radial node? Yeah, it is spherical node or nodal surface. Spherical node or nodal surface. Clear? Then what is the equation for finding this angular node and radial node? The equation for finding angular node is L, just L itself. Then for radial node, it is n minus L minus 1. Okay. Just remember this. Angular node, the equation is only L, and radial node, it is n minus L minus 1. Okay. Okay. You should memorize about this n value and L value. What is the n value? Yeah. When we discussed about that of the 4s. Here, what is n value? This is the n value. Then what is about L? Yeah, L value is depends upon the S, P, D and the F. If we discussed about, okay, simplify S, P, D and F. Here just look 0, 1, 2 and 3. So the L value for the S is 0, L value for the P is 1, L value for the D is 2, L value for the F is 3. So just substitute here, then you get the radial node and this angular node. Here. Next is about some terms such as isostar, isodiaphers, isotope, isobars, example. Okay, so already we studied this isotope and isobar in the 10th standard. Now here I am dealing with that of the some new word such as isoster and isodiaphers. Okay, isoster. What do you mean by isoster? If the two atoms, okay, sorry, two elements, if these two elements have the same number of atoms and same number of electrons, then it is called isoster. Clear? If it is having same number of atoms and same number of elements, if they have the same number of atoms and same number of electrons, it is called what? Isoster. Clear? Yes. Next is about isodiaphers. Isodiaphers. Yeah. What is isodiaphers? If the same difference in the number of proton and neutron. Okay, if the two elements have the same difference in the number of proton and neutron. Clear? If the difference is same, so we can write it as same difference in the number of proton and neutron. Okay, then what is about, yeah, number of electrons in each orbital. Okay, please remember the terms isobar and isotope also. Okay, here I am discuss some new words such as isoster and isodiaphers. Already we studied about that of the isotopes and isobar. So I think that no such discussion is more for that topic. So next I am telling one more point. It is about the number of electrons in each orbital. What is the number of electrons in each orbital? It is memorized. Okay, it should be memorized. Number of electrons in each orbital. What is that? Yeah, what is that number? It is always 2. Okay, don't forget this. It is very important. Number of electrons in each orbital is equal to 2. Clear? Okay. The last one is about some important equation. Delta x dot delta p. Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Okay, h by 4 pi. It is coming from that. Heisenberg uncertainty principle is discussing about this equation delta x dot delta p. Here delta p is the momentum greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. So please memorize these two. Okay. So I'm concluding my video. So please watch and study these all concepts and equations thoroughly. Okay. Thank you.